Mama and Njeri's story, Brother Tanicio?
Well, you know, I think I can, you know, maybe attest to the ability that Mama and Njeri had to transform individual consciousness who came in contact with her. I'll use my own personal testimony as a college student over a decade ago, traveling downtown, and on those Friday nights, when I would hear her give that news, you know, I was saying to myself, like, wow, I've never heard anywhere on these radio dials people mentioning news about Africa, news about the Caribbean, news about the Pan-African experience. And so as I later grew, I actually began to go to some of the functions that she would even be participating in, one of those being in Cobra. I don't know how we would label the actual event itself, but it was an event that they held at Morris Brown. And KRS-One was actually one of the speakers. And, you know, I was going more, I'm not going to lie, out of the star power and fanfare of wanting to see KRS, but it was the speech and the discussions and the talks that she was sharing that was most captivating and actually made me remember more than anything that particular event. And as I fast forward now into this day and time, you know, most won't know this, if anybody won't know this, but she was actually one of the individuals that assisted me in gaining information on how to make my way over to Nigeria. So I know for a fact that without her, I would have never been able to travel to the consciousness that Africa has been able to give to me. So, you know, it's really hard even to describe just in this moment in time, you know, what I'm feeling, but I definitely know that that sister right there, for a greater portion of my life, was able to provide me with the consciousness that I now possess, you know, as a, you know, an African who's come home, a person who's been able to reclaim his consciousness and know exactly who he is. So I definitely say Ashe to Mama and Njeri, Sister Courage.
Ashe. Give thanks. Give thanks, Brother Tanisha.
Yes, indeed. Give thanks.
Definitely appreciate that story. Brother is definitely right. I do news myself, but until Sister Njeri put me in a headlock and dragged me down here to this show, you know, I didn't start doing African news, Caribbean news.
Well, welcome home,
you know, right? You know,
I'll bring you back home.
I didn't even know black folks was in some places where she told me to look for news. So you know,
she's good for quoting that, you know, but Queen Mother Moses and Harriet Tubman said that more white people knew they were slaves.
Right.
She could have freed a whole lot.
I'm glad she freed me because she definitely talked about us repatriating back to Africa. And, you know,
even if it was in spirit,
that's
more
right.
than anything else.
Right.
Because a lot of times we don't want to go over our comfort zones,
right.
And but she was very much, you know, important to that process. Let's make sure we get these listeners in there.
Definitely.
I think we got Brother.
Who else we got?
Did we lose somebody there?
Yeah, let's make sure. Yeah, no,
Listen, you on the line there?
Yes, listening.
WIP live on the air.
Blessed love.
Blessed love.
Blessed love.
Sister,
Can you hear me?
Sister Willa, is that you?
Yes, this is Sensi.
How you doing, Sensi? Good. Thanks for connecting. We want to get you in because, you know, we got a lot of calls on the line, and we know that you're going to be here tomorrow to do the Organic Fest in the spirit of the Wheelers. And we give thanks, you know, for you bringing that forth and having the persistence to get through. We know we're celebrating the life of one of our fallen sisters, and of course your work personifies, as I was talking about earlier, what it is to keep the fire burning. And we give thanks for you. Talk about your presentation tomorrow at the Organic Fest.
Well, I have I would say my debut album. I've done an album before with my dad. He produced that album.
Your dad is Bunny Wheeler?
Bunny Wheeler, yeah. He produced an album. We produced an album together called Save the People back in 2006. But this is the first album that, you know, we're planning to release this by the end of the summer. And it's called Love Letter. So I'll be performing a few selections from that album.
Okay, did you ever hook up with the band, or is it going to be you?
Well, yeah, I do have a band.
Okay, so what's the name of that band?
Well, it's a surprise. I think a lot of people already know the band.
Yeah,
but,
I know. That's why I was, you know, but if you want to keep it a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see you tomorrow. You're going to be performing, if I'm not mistaken, about 7:30.
Yeah, around 7:30.
Okay, so give thanks and definitely, you know, keep that legacy going, or that strong family there.
Yeah, we got Biggie Sean, are you with us?
Yes, greetings.
Hello, Biggie Sean.
What's up?
Well, you know, I know the conversation has been about Mama and Njeri, so I definitely, first of all, just have to, you know, send my condolences to the family, and as everyone else has been doing, just, you know, big up the works of Mama and Njeri and what she's meant to me personally, you know, just as a community activist, as a warrior queen, as a mother, you know what I mean, as a Rastafari sister. I really just want to, you know, just pay honor and respect. And Ras Kwame, we were talking earlier, you know, earlier this morning about that really, more than anything, what I see, you know, how we can really pay tribute to Mama Njeri is continue on the works that we're doing about building our community and doing the works for our people. You know, I think that's what she would want. But, you know, just saying really big up, and we celebrate Mama Njeri as our ancestor. And definitely tomorrow at the Organic Fest, we'll be paying tribute to Mama Njeri and what she's, you know, done and what she'll continue to do. And, you know, of course we mourn her loss, you know, but at the same time we also celebrate her, you know, becoming an ancestor. And when we can now, you know, say, yeah, we call upon her name and reverence her and look for that strength and guidance from her within the spiritual realm. So, you know, just big up to Mama Njeri all the way around. You know, big up to Mama Njeri. We're going to have some special things at the Organic Fest as well as at the after party that's going to be going on as well. So, you know, I just want to pay respect to Mama Njeri and just call in on that note more than anything else. You know, I know you've been speaking about the Organic Fest already, and we're looking for, you know, to Sensi Love coming in. So, you know, just big up to the whole WRG family, you know what I mean, for doing the works over the years, serving the community, providing a voice for the voiceless, you know. So just keeping it short and sweet, you know, we want everyone to come out tomorrow to the Organic Fest, come to the after party, support the community, support the youth, support the Black Tribe Roots program, you know, support the artists. You know?
That's what it's about, the youth all around.
Give thanks for Brother Bingi, Sean, Sister Sensi. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming to our town and blessing us.
Look forward.